Melissa Deely here, back for day 10. Actually, it might be day 11. I think I'm losing count now. I think it's day 11 of my gut health series. And today I'm talking about stress. Throughout the series, I've mentioned it here and there and the effect of fight or flight on our system. But today's episode is dedicated entirely to this topic because it's really important. And as an integrative health practitioner, I see so many clients that are just coping with massive levels of stress. And obviously, this pandemic we're all in has not helped. It's only elevated the stress levels of many in our world today. But even before the pandemic, the world was the sickest, the most sleep deprived, the most stressed out it has ever been. We live in a busy do world, but we also have to learn how to lower the stress on our body because it is triggering poor sleep and a lot of that illness. So, when we are under high stress, as you know, it makes it hard to sleep, right? You've got all these things running around in your mind and you're not getting to sleep at night. And because you're not getting good sleep overnight, you're waking up tired, you're making it through the day. You might be relying on caffeine, you might be relying on quick fix energy, aka sugar. But then when you try to go to bed, the mind starts going again. And even though you've been exhausted all day, you can't sleep because that stress is causing your mind to just keep, going in circles and you just can't sleep. So, a really great strategy for coping with that is actually to have a notebook by your bed and write down all of those things that are running through your mind that you need to remember to do tomorrow, whatever it is that's going on in your brain, so that it's there on paper. You're not going to forget it. You can look at it the next day and your brain can release it. The next step to that is just writing down 3 things that you're grateful for, because that gets you to think about things that you appreciate, that have made you happy, and those are the last thoughts you have before you go to sleep. So your brain goes to sleep happy, it goes to sleep more relaxed because it doesn't have to hold on to all of those things that you can't forget to do. It knows they're in that notebook and you can look at it the next day. So it's just a really quick trick to helping you get to sleep. But sometimes when you've been in this state for a really long time, you've actually burned through a lot of your vitamins and minerals and you're just depleted, and the body needs some extra support in being able to calm and get good sleep at night. And that's a really critical piece on your healing journey. So if you're one of those people and you'd like to know more about that, feel free to reach out to me, because when we don't get enough sleep, we also start to break down the good bacteria in our gut. And I've been talking all month about the importance of having balance in our gut. You do not want the bad bacteria to be taking over. That's when you can have bacterial overgrowth. You can start to have leaky gut, all things I've talked about previously. But not getting enough sleep then makes you less resilient to the stresses of your day as well, which perpetuates the feelings of stress each day. And overall, stress on your body isn't just affecting your sleep, it's also affecting your brain. You can feel in overwhelm, have difficulty concentrating, forgetfulness, brain fog. It actually affects your hair and can create hair loss. It affects your muscles. You can have stress headaches as well, and you can have neck and back and shoulder issues. It can affect your lungs in a really extreme state where you can have rapid breathing or even bring on asthma attacks. Stress affects your heart. You know that from heart disease is often triggered by high stress due to increased blood pressure and an increased heart rate. It can affect your stomach and cause nauseousness. We've all been there. It can affect your bones, your sex drive, your digestive system, which I've talked about, its inability to break down the food that you're eating because you're not in your rest and digest state. You're stuck in your chronic stress, fight or flight state. Your skin, from acne to cold sores, and your immune system breaks down, and then that makes you more susceptible to illness. So basically, stress affects all areas of your body. It causes your trash cans within your body to fill up. It creates inflammation, which can then trigger genes to turn on disease. So stress is a huge culprit in today's world, and we all need to be trying to figure out ways that we enjoy de-stressing. So I want you to think about, first of all, where is it in your life that you experience stress, and are there ways that you can lower that? And then also, what can you be doing for yourself from a self-care perspective that helps build your resilience to stress? And what can you be doing to help yourself get to sleep better at night and have an overall better sleep that also builds your resilience to stress? So for me, some of the things I love to do, I love my yoga practice. This summer, I've thoroughly enjoyed paddleboarding, but the summer's coming to an end. So what am I going to be doing next? Fortunately, I'm going to be doing online gym classes and gym once a week because it's now starting to reopen up. In the winter, I'll be getting out cross-country skiing, downhill skiing. I plan my day around these things. I schedule them into my calendar. I schedule my sleep. And I know that might sound way too scheduled, but the reality is when I do that, I get to look after myself first and get my self-care in, and then I get to serve everybody else. And as an integrative health practitioner, of course, if I'm going to be asking you to be doing these things, I need to be walking my own talk and doing them myself. Now, until I became a health coach 3-4 years ago now, I wasn't doing this for myself. I hadn't figured it out, and I didn't know how. And especially back in the corporate world, I didn't know how. But that key was actually putting it in my calendar. So I blocked that time for me early in the morning to get some time in for me before my day got started. So I hope those are some helpful tips for you. Please understand the importance of stress and know what it is doing to your body. And if you need further help with that, if you need help with bringing your stress hormones down, getting them back into balance, etc., checking where they're at, reach out to me, because these are all things that we can actually test for, we can look at, we can see exactly where you're out of balance, and then know exactly how to create a personal wellness protocol for you to bring your body back into balance and let you get back to enjoying life and be thriving instead of surviving in a stressed out mode. Wishing you a wonderful weekend. Thank you for joining me today.